Now, who is Manchester United going to sign? Because if you told me that we are bringing in a player on loan, that was the most realistic avenue for Manchester United to obviously get in players, because we not it that we have to sell to buy. You understand? This time round, we have something that is not adding up well, and it's all about Randal Kolo Muani transfer hijack. And by the way, even if Juventus never took him, he was not obviously close to Man United, because Spurs had put in a very huge shift to see to it that all really goes on well as to plan. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And continue to subscribe because we want to hit 20,100 subscribers on this channel, and let's continue to really push and push and push and push like no other. So Randal Kolo Muani was one of those players that Man United we are looking at obviously bring in and sign. That is not a public secret. Sorry, that is not a secret. It's one of the things that is really known, that United had huge intent to bring in a player known as Randal Kolo Muani at the club of Manchester United. But all never went on as planned, and guess what? Went ahead to obviously run down. The player has crossed to the side of Juventus. And Fabrizio Romano has yesterday he had the following to say about this story, and this is what he had to say. First, Juventus and PSG are on the verge of closing verbal agreement for Randal Kolo Muani on loan until June 2025. Kolo Muani will make his decision in the next hours, with more proposals on the table from the Premier League. Juve are pushing to seal the deal as soon as possible, meaning that very many teams in the Premier League had gone ahead, obviously put in what we call offers. And one of those teams was Man United and Tottenham Hotspur. But all didn't go on as planned, and looks like the player wanted to see to it that he really makes a decision immediately. And hours later, after Fabrizio Romano put out that story, he said Randal Muani to Juventus, here we go, deal in place on loan until June from PSG and no buy option clause. Kolo Muani has accepted the proposal and will fly to Turin this week for medical tests. Agreement sealed. That is Randal Kolo Muani for you. And if you watched my video that I did when I was obviously excited about Randal Kolo Muani, I came out and told you that, one, Randal Kolo Muani is a very, very, very good player. That's what I said. And I also added and said he's one of those players that can play behind a striker, and he can also lead the line. That's what makes him different. And I've already told you that creativity of Manchester United lacks a spark, because when you're playing teams with a low block, it looks like it's like something had to happen to see either Man United goes ahead obviously score those goals, you know. But when we have other players that can obviously break down these teams and obviously create lots of things, I tell you, a lot can really happen our way. So that is exactly what I'm talking about, that Man United has missed out on Randal Kolo Muani. And I know why Juventus came in and acted quick. You know, they came in and acted quick. Reason being, one, they wanted to bring in Marcus Rashford. You know that very well. Three teams in the Serie A were interested in signing Marcus Rashford. One of those was AC Milan, Juventus, and then Napoli. Now, as his brother flew there and talked to the teams, those three teams, when the brother returned back to the United Kingdom to obviously find a solution on where his brother is going to be playing at, that is Marcus Rashford, do you know what happened? What happened was the side of Barcelona contacted Rashford's brother on whether Marcus Rashford is up for a loan. And Barcelona slowed down the process. But I tell you, Randal Kolo Muani would have gone here to be a United player if I told Marcus Rashford had crossed to Juventus, you know, all AC Milan, because all what United needed was to get in money to obviously sanction this loan move of Randal Kolo Muani from PSG. And we all know to it that PSG really has a very good relationship with Manchester United. And after selling to us a player called Manuel Ugarte, you know. But one will say also, because for me I'm very good at flipping the coin, one might come out and obviously paint a picture that reads, with United unstabling Nuno Mendes and giving him money, or giving him a contract that PSG cannot afford, PSG would have gone ahead, obviously get pissed, and they're like, we cannot obviously do this for Manchester United. We're not obviously going to really bring this to shine in Manchester. And they'll be like, let's talk to Juventus, because we've had Juventus here for some time. You know, we've been giving them players. They've been selling us players like the Donnarummas of this world. Why not deal with them? You understand? So we might be here when the reason as to why Randal Kolo Muani went ahead to leave the club of Manchester United, missed out on coming to Manchester United, was all about Man United coming up and obviously unsettling Nuno Mendes. Remember, Nuno Mendes is left with 18 months on his contract at PSG, and there is a new contract on the table. But for the side of Nuno Mendes, they're like, there is a certain amount of money that we want, and looks like Man United is willing to offer the request of Nuno Mendes. So you have also to look at that. But I believe the huge factor was all about Marcus Rashford not leaving, the Casemiro's not leaving, because if Juventus had signed Marcus Rashford, I think there is no reason as to why they would have gone ahead, obviously go in for Nuno Mendes. You understand? So that's exactly how things are really panning out in here onto the United Matters channel. But all in all, we have to wait and see what's going to happen. But the brother of Marcus Rashford is talking with AC Milan, Napoli, Barcelona, meaning that equation is out. Sorry, meaning that this side of Juventus is out of the equation, because they don't have, they've gone ahead to bring in Randal Kolo Muani, and that means Man United has to obviously look elsewhere, especially after Marcus Rashford leaves. But this leaves the manager Ruben Amorim in a very, very tight situation as the manager of Manchester United, because you can't come up and obviously think that it's really going to be business as usual at Manchester United, because we need another forward. When you lose Marcus Rashford, that means you should bring in another forward who has the same qualities. And there is a forward that we've been linked to, and I'm going to be coming out here and obviously revealing that story and my thoughts about that player that Man United has been linked to. But looks like we are third in ranking. If we are to sign Randal Kolo Muani, we need to see that Juventus is out of the race, Spurs is out of the race, to see him come to Man United. But I think that was really impossible. Very, very, very impossible. So that's what we had in here onto the United Matters channel. Feel free to go into the comment section and tell me what you think about Randal Kolo Muani transfer hijacked. And after that being hijacked, which forward do you think United should go in for? You know, that is the huge question. Kvaratskhelia to PSG, it's a here we go, done and dusted deal. Just know that. And there is no way it's really going to be reversed. He's one of those players that United want to bring in, and they're like telling Napoli, we give you Marcus Rashford and we really make what we call a swap. And Napoli was like, this player is up for grabs for only a person who is willing to obviously pay us between 70 to 80 million euros. And I believe PSG went ahead to pay they paid 70 million euros for Kvaratskhelia. So who are those players that you think can come up and will replace Randal Kolo Muani? So guys, I sign out for now. See you later. Androkan David is my name. That's what I had for you this morning, but more is coming in through the match preview as we await for the presser of the manager of Man United, that is Ruben Amorim, as we host Southampton, that is tomorrow at Old Trafford. So continue to subscribe, because we want to hit 20,010 subscribers onto this beautiful channel of yours. Bye bye. It's a good morning in my country. I don't know what time it is in your country. Bye bye.